And we are going live. I've got Sophia with
Oh, they
me,
can
my
like,
daughter. They can speak, Sophia,
and they can
in
ask
the
us questions or stuff
if
they
they
want
want
to
to.
know.
Yeah,
If you
just give
guys,
Sophia a little bit of experience on how to go live. It's not something Mommy has done more than a couple of times, but Sophia started her channel recently, and she might want to go live, right, Fifi? We were
yeah.
doing a little bit of talking about locks.
Oh, we have someone
Sophia just got
here.
her. Oh,
Hi.
hi! Can you please say something to us in the chat so we know who you
Oh,
are? We want to
7.
acknowledge you. We want to acknowledge you,
9.
everybody.
Hi.
Last time I came on, I didn't have anybody for about
Wow.
30 minutes, but that was the other channel. It was not this channel. My beautiful
guys.
sisters.
Hi.
My beautiful sisters.
Hi,
Hey, Denise.
Katrina. Hi,
Katrina.
Denise.
Hello back at you. Right back at you. Beautiful women. Beautiful women.
Hi.
Ooh, Naturalicia. Hello.
Thank you.
Hello. Hey. How you guys doing this evening? We are doing well. Sophia and I are sitting up here talking about her Nadine. Oh,
Thank
Nadine,
you, Denise.
We're talking about Sophia's lock journey.
I have
She just started on
dreadlocks
Sunday.
or traditional locks, and she has sister locks. So like we thought, like if y'all had questions or anything you wanted to know so far, I don't know too much because I'm a newbie to this. But if y'all had like questions or anything, to comment them, and then we would like answer them.
Gigi, hey girl, how are you? How are you? Miss you too, Nadine. Mwah, mwah, mwah. So Sophia started her lock journey on Sunday. She's been wavering between getting sister locks and traditional locks. And guys, I want to show you guys what her grid looks like. My loctician, Ifraj Suad in Atlanta, did Sophia's hair. And Sophia was supposed to pay $95, I think, and she ended up paying $140. She didn't realize how thick Sophia's hair was. But I wanted you guys to see if you could get a view. Hopefully you can sort of see. But Sophia asked for diamond shape. It looks like she got that, but they're just really pretty. And hold your head back just a little bit more, Sophia. I just want to make sure the ladies can sort of see your grid. She has a grid. It may not be the sister lock grid, but it's a grid in all her parts. You can see like the little diamond shape. Ooh, Sophia, you have a piece of it's a piece of lint, girl. Okay, when that piece of lint gets stuck in there, you know I'm the lint maniac. That piece of lint gets stuck in there, nobody gonna help you pull it out.
Only you.
Y'all better tell Sophia. I'm always up doing lint videos. I have some updates on lint, guys. I'm finding out more and more about the lint battle.
Aren't I not supposed to touch them though? Like I'm not gonna pick through the line.
Hi, Nita. Hey, girly. It's been forever. Yeah, she's supposed to not touch them.
See,
picking cotton. Y'all know me picking cotton. And you guys know I haven't been using any oil on my hair for about a month and a half, going on 2 months. I'm trying it out. As a result, they're so light, but they're feeling dry. They're looking kind of scruffy. But I wanted to see what the impact was going to be for the lint. So naturally, you can see a lot more.
She said, leave
lint.
them alone, Tunisia.
Y'all know
thank you, Brown Eyes. Thank you, Sister Locker TV, and thank you, Gigi.
I did buy 2 more tweezers over the weekend. So now I have 1 in the car, 1 in my purse, and 2 upstairs. Because guys, without the oil, I'm seeing more and more lint. I know y'all see that piece of lint right there. Don't act like you can't see it.
She said your hair looks so different.
Who's that? Who said? Oh, it
Brown
looks
eyes.
different. What makes it okay? You can tell because without the oil, right? Brown eyes, my hair looks different. Yeah,
no
it does.
Cotton picking.
No,
We's free now.
We's free now. We's free now. Was that Miss Sophia? Was that in we in the South now? We's free now, Miss Sophia.
Does it?
That was in the color purple.
It looks dry.
It is. Yeah, it looks dry, guys, because I have no oil in it. But I gotta tell you, you all know I was bordering on cutting it some. It was just feeling heavy and cumbersome. The benefit is that it feels so light again. I actually, and I've washed it 2 times since not doing the oil. You know I'm going back to the oil.
She said can't see lint. There's no lint.
Gigi, if you look close enough, baby, you know you can see some lint.
Said, women, you got me going a little crazy. Jessie D.
Hi, Jessie. Y'all know I'm crazy. Hey, Jessie, going crazy with this lint, right? Y'all, I'll show y'all something, but then I don't want y'all to micromanage your videos and looking at my hair when I show you guys the lint. I know y'all can see some kind of lint like right in there. I got a few little pieces there. Y'all, I'm still picking like crazy because now that I don't have the oil, you can see a lot more lint.
Hi, B Charmer 69.
And then too, everybody remember, no.
She said you have her picking lint too.
Okay, and I'm going to tell you newbies this because I'm learning. I'm doing some serious research. This lint thing, there is a method to the madness. I'm telling you, it's about more than the satin cap and all this other, the most basic stuff. It is about more than that. You still have got to maintain your hair.
Let me ask you a question.
You have got to do this day in and day out. You will see. Look at all that. Do you see that, Sophia?
Why won't you wear a satin cap though?
I used to wear a satin cap on a regular basis, but I also wore a headscarf for religion for 5 years, and I still have lint. And I wore that all day long. So I know it's about more than that. And I got to tell you, ladies,
everybody in here knows each other.
I know a lot of these people are from
and
Anita's channel and my
you
channel
have a relationship
too,
with all of your subscribers.
Which is what you
No,
have.
That's nice.
Soon,
that's
Sophia.
really nice.
So for the lint thing, I'm telling you this. First of all, you know you're going to have lint because lint helps the hair to lock. When you feel the knots in your hair, if you would have picked that out at the bottoms, you're going to see that you're going to have more lint that congregates there.
Oh, Sister Locker TV.
Your daughter has a channel.
Oh, this Sister Locker 2019.
What's the name of her channel? Did you put your daughter's channel up there? Check out Sister Locker TV's daughter's channel. Sister Locker 2019. Okay, we will check her out. We will show our love.
Thank you so much. I'm getting used to them.
I love you guys too. Be Charmer 69.
We love you.
Oh, Be Charmer, you must have bees. Do you really have bees? Bees? My husband used to
she said her name is Jessie.
Get honey from bees. So this is yeah. So I'm wondering if you actually do have bees.
What?
Bee Charmer. That just means you're sweet. This means you're sweet. Oh, you put her Sister Locs Anita because you went to your training, right? Yeah, let's check her out. We're gonna check her out. Because Nita, you just went to Sister Locker. You went to the loctician training,
Sister
right?
Locker 2019.
Yeah. So you put him in, baby girl. Ooh. So she was excited to get him. Did she want to get him, Nita?
Oh, she's
Sister
so
Locker
cute.
TV. Oh yeah, her kids are beautiful. Look at that. Oh, is that her?
Okay, she gets a subscriber for being
Nita,
cute.
how long did it take you to put her locks in? Oh, she
tell her I subscribed. She's so cute.
She is. She looks
Sister
so
Locker.
young. She's so young.
Can you trust
Mommy did her first install.
Can you trust a trainee?
Mommy did her baby's first install. Oh,
hi all the new people that just joined because we went from 11
we
to
have
21.
some more people that came on. Hello, everybody. Oh, I love you. Yeah, we love Sister
Locks look good.
Oh, my lock crush.
30 hours?
47.
It took 30 hours.
I remember when Efraj was just starting to do hair. I think I was her third or fourth client. It took her 30 hours to do my hair
about
too.
5 hours. I don't think I could do 30.
Yeah, 30. We split it up into 3 days. Nita, how long did it take you? Did you split it up? I know you had to split it up.
I love you.
She is cute, and she
so
looks
cute.
like her
and
mother.
It looks like loose natural hair almost. They're so
She has
small.
long hair. Girl.
Oh, she's starting out with length.
Wow.
Y'all are awesome.
So for the lint, if you're still listening, Nadine, I'm telling you, it's about a little bit more than because to get these things to lock, there's got to be lint.
She said she mixed up the oil that you made.
Victoria, there you go. Keep using it, girl, on a regular basis. And let me just say something about the oil because the oil is different on everybody's hair. If you notice the oil making your hair feel heavy, dilute it with a little bit of more jojoba oil than you're using of the almond oil. You can kind of take some of it out, put it in a separate bottle, and add jojoba oil or even hemp oil, which are very akin to the natural sebums. Just see how your hair works with it. And when you wash your hair, make sure you wash your hair thoroughly and you get all of any of the oils out or any of the residue that your hair may have picked up while using the oil. But I will say this. Because the majority of my lint is in this part of my lockdown, I'm almost sure that it had to do with the first couple of years or so of the Talia Wadjet stuff that I was using in my hair. And I just feel really serious about that because now what is
read
this?
Them too. Thank you, Sister Lock. I subscribe to you because you're pretty, so and you're nice. So
And then I told her you post videos every day consistently, and that will be
And then
motivation for her.
going
'cause you
to
post
Southeast Asia, anything I should get from there oil related? Question mark.
I'm
Great
glad you made
advice.
the
I love
oil.
your oil. Made on. So
Nadine
what
said
does she
it's,
say she should get from
oh
East
yeah, that's
Africa?
right. You asked me that on
Thank
the
you,
channel.
Nadine.
Nadine, just see if you can get some macadamia oil or any hemp oil. Macadamia oil you should be able to get, and a high quality argan oil.
Oh,
See if you can get
hers
that.
on April 5th.
Because those things are if you can get a high quality of those kinds of essential oils, those are very good. You can play and mix and match with the concoction that I make and see what makes your hair feel better and what causes it to respond differently. Those are two amazingly healthy oils. Those would be the two off the top of my head. If you were able to get those, I would say get those.
Congratulations, Zola.
Zola, install date coming up, girlfriend. That's next week, spring break. I love you
Starting
too.
your journey.
Thank you. Thank you. Wow, getting started on that journey.
So we will be
Zola, how much are you
time.
having to pay? How much will you pay for your install? And any idea how long it will take? Want to kind of know about that. You see me hiding this. This is something
Katrina's
crazy.
getting hers.
Here. Oh, Katrina, you're getting yours on the 18th. Yeah. Guys, the lock movement is just what, Sophia? What's the word? The lock movement is really expanding. It's really growing. It's thriving. It's thriving. I'm seeing so many more women with locks, and it's just so beautiful to see us embracing
over 3 days.
Oh my God, 700. Oh, girl, they're gonna be. Oh, they're gonna
be beautiful.
How much did you pay? Zola, you must have. I paid 700. Zola, that's a good price, I think, for this day and time. That's an excellent price, actually. When I listen to some of the other ladies on the channel, share how much they are paying, I think anybody who can get them for 7 or 8 today is doing really good. Exploding. You're right, Brown Eyes.
What's exploding?
It's the lock movement.
Oh yeah.
I mean, y'all, now everywhere I go.
April 24th will be 3 years for me. I love my locks. Oh wow.
She's interrupting me and taking over. But
sorry.
But no, baby, no. 1,100 brown eyes you paid. And what was the length of your hair, Brown Eyes, when you got them? Girl, that's right. We're the future, the past, and the present, Gigi. You know that's right, girl. We can keep it real, right, Gigi? That's right, baby.
And
we
are the future.
Okay, we are the future. We're the present. We're the past. We are the beginning, and we shall be the end.
How long is 9 to 10 inches?
Well, it really isn't the end, but we are the beginning, the first and the last. What did you say, Sophia?
How long is 9 to 10 inches?
Whoa, 9 to 10 inches, baby, is like, it's about this. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
that's
7,
pretty long.
8. Yeah, it's about like this, baby. So you had a lot of hair,
11
honey.
to 13 for brown eyes.
Brown eyes, you had a lot of hair, and you still got a decent braid.
You done?
Oh,
thank you.
Thank you, Jessie, for that compliment. That's so sweet.
Y'all making me smile, and my cheeks are starting to hurt.
Sophia, can you mention?
You need to find a solution to the lint.
Girl, listen.
Waiting patiently.
Y'all wait for me to find a solution. I'm here to tell you there is no solution except to wage your own personal battle. You guys, you're gonna find out the hard way.
No. The apple cider rinses. ACV rinses get rid of the lint and the dirt.
But ACV rinses will pull everything out for the world to see. So especially if you've had these locks for a long time, if you start using that, and that's fine, because I did it one time before too, but it's going to pull everything out. Right now, I have this manageable. I can see it, and I know where all of it is, y'all, and I would have to take them all out to get it, and then I wouldn't have locks. But ACV rinse right now, I'm not ready for it. I'm just not ready for it. But y'all see something crazy is going on here. This is one of y'all know I have a lot of locks.
Is that budding?
Have taken out.
Is that what mine's are gonna look like when it's
girl? Let me show you. Because I want to do a video, you all, on those fat ends that get so fat that when it's time to pull it through to retighten it,
that's 9 inches, mommy.
You end up wondering how you're gonna get that fat end through that part. So I am almost down to having no more fat ends because I stay on top of them. So I may have about 5 left. I wanted to do a video on that, which I definitely am. Gigi says yes, Sophia. Yeah, the prices.
She's saying yes about the ACV rinse.
Yeah, and that is true. I don't deny that for sure. It's true. But if I did an AC rinse right now, it may not be as bad because I've been picking so much lint, but it will definitely reveal everything. And you have to be, hi, Mrs. Mo.
What do you do to the fat ends?
Okay, girl, this is basically what I do. Let me find one. Because it's an evolving situation. The lock continues to grow from the top down. So when you replace and deal with a fat end, it's not to say that it won't come back and you don't have to stay on top of it. But essentially, I take a push pin and I just work it out, work it out, work it out. And then I'll either plait it or either I'll start the lock at the bottom and work my way up to a hole in the middle and then use the thread or a tool to close that hole, but very lightly to give the hair enough chance to sort of still expand. And then I monitor it. But if I'm lazy, I'll just plait it down. And then when it starts to expand, I'll go in with the tool and tighten it some and monitor it.
Do all of y'all have sister locks? Do any of you have
I'm
dreads?
definitely going to do a video on that though. Anybody have traditional locks on here? Let's see.
I could use some tips from anyone who has traditional locks.
Yeah, the fat end thing.
I'm
the fat end
everywhere.
thing is real because I know some of my ends were very fat in areas where the base was so thin. You can't tell me if I'm trying to retighten it on my own and I pull it through there, it's not going to stress that base.
She said you're doing the most.
So I was very serious about that. What?
You're doing too much. That's basically what she
to
said.
My hair. Y'all know I am. I'm on these locks
Someone
now.
said,
I know, Brown Eyes. I feel you, girl. This is supposed to be a break for us. Y'all see this, right? Take a look at that. This is what I'm talking about.
Oh, she said she had dreads for 4 years.
Oh, she had dreads for 4 years.
I just wanted to know, like, when can I start, like, styling them? Because I know she told me to leave them alone for a while. But when can I start, like, doing, like, half up, half down? When they're going to start growing? How long until they start budding? Any of that stuff. Oh, she has traditional, too. Yeah, so if you guys can tell me how long I'm going to wait till they start budding and locking. And how long it'll be before I can start manipulating it a little bit more. And does it shrink up even more than this? Because you can see I have hair, but it shrunk up. And I want to know,
Ajoa Afri said, had traditional for 10 years. Same concept. Listen to your mom. Yeah.
Oh.
What tips are you looking for? I had them for 4 years. Oh, wow. Sister Lock TV had them for 4 years. KC, small traditional locks.
Just don't use coconut or shea butter because it clogs it. Oh.
How about the coconut spray? That shea butter, yeah, that's going to be too heavy.
Our spray is good for it? Like
that fractionated spray stuff is very light. I've never used that, but I thought I might give it a shot.
She said mine might take a while because I have soft texture.
I told her it's going to take her a while. And it's going to be frizzy and really, it took my hair. Y'all,
she said you can only see the lint because you are looking for it.
Yeah, girl, what do we call it? That's serious manifesting, right? What you focus on expands. You got it.
She said you are all
excited because I'm looking for it. You're right.
You are all excited about your new dreads and your mom is fixated on her lint. Too funny. Yes, the shrinkage is real. The shrinkage is what really scared me when I finished with this. That's what really scared me because I'm seeing this and I was thinking my locks are going to be this long and then they went up.
You have a Sister Locker consult on Saturday. You're going with a trainee. Any advice? You know what, Kiana? My position has always been a trainee doesn't mean that they do any less better work than an actual consultant or a Sister Loctician. My experience has been that it's all about the work ethic. And oftentimes you can find someone that takes a level of pride in their work and it doesn't matter that they're a trainee. So I would say ask them the same types of questions, get samples of their work. If there's anyone that you can talk to who has gone to this person or posted Instagram pictures or anything like that, you want to look into that. Most of all, though, make sure you resonate with that person, that you guys really click. Because in the long run, if you have a lot of concerns or a lot of questions or there are things that you want to have redone, it needs to be somebody you can communicate with and somebody that you vibe with. I think first and foremost, that is one of the most important things, second only to their skill level. And watch that grid too. You want to make sure that that's going well. So when I got my hair done, I had a mirror. Because I wanted to sort of see, just sitting in the chair blind, because I wasn't in a salon type setting. I had a mirror and I kind of wanted to see what was going on. But whenever I took a bathroom break, I went into the bathroom and I would, pull back the grid and look at my hair. You see all that lint? You see, Gigi. I would actually really inspect my hair and see what my grid was looking like.
DKB. I chose traditional because I like how these look on my mom, but I wouldn't like them on my head shape. I would prefer these on my head shape also because I'm going for a hippie type of a look. Mm-hmm. And then I have small traditional locks. My back and side locks are locking. I think that's going to happen to me, Vamp 357, because up here is really loose on my hair. The back is really tight. And the front is really loose. And then how many inches did you start with, Tunisia?
Denise, my hair was between 10 and 11 inches about when I got them installed. And sometimes I look at these that are very, very long and I ask myself, where did those inches go? But it compresses and it tightens up and wraps around itself. So I had some length when I first got them installed, but even at 11 to 12 inches, like some of these may be 17 or 18 now, which should be farther exceeding the 11 or 12 inches. But even then, my hair was like this in the beginning. I had a lot of shrinking.
You said you have budding.
Okay,
I would kill for some budding right now. I would kill to have some budding. And you said that your traditional locks grew faster than your sister locks.
Really?
Is it because they're bigger or what? She said we can't see nothing, Tanisha. Cover your hair every night. I'm going to definitely cover my hair because I see how easily something could get caught in this.
And I'm going to get back consistent with it. In the beginning, I did it religiously. I covered my hair with that satin cap. It was religious. I did it all the time. But like I said, I think it was the products I used initially. They were too heavy. It had that petroleum and some of those other like mineral oil and things like that, and the Talia Wajid oil that I used initially. So definitely. Yes, Sophia, you're being
it will be
reminded to be patient, to be very patient.
Everybody's telling you to stop fixating on the lint.
I know they tell me to, y'all. It's a beyond the lint. It's OCD kind of thing. I go through these periods where I fixate on it.
For the products on the locks, did you mean my locks or my mom's locks? And then she said she gave her son comb coils 2 years ago and they just started locking.
Look how long it took my hair to lock. My hair was not locked after 2 years, and her hair has gotten, it seems, softer than mine. So I think you're in for a serious journey.
For the product.
Did she use any products to start your locks, Sophia?
Was she talking about my lock? Oh, for my locks, she just used Eco Styler. That was it. The green one with I think that's the Jamaican black castor oil Eco Styler. And then thank you about the color compliment. I was hoping it was going to be like that over my whole head. But thank you, brown eyes. And can't wait to see you 3 or 4 months. But I will definitely be back in 3 or 4 months from now so I can get some more tips from you guys. Because it's easier to get tips from y'all than it is to watch a bunch of videos on it. Because y'all actually have locks.
Yeah, they're on the front lines. Yay to the lock movement.
I can't get over 2 years.
Yeah.
That's...
Oh, they did.
So anything other than 5 inches complaining about shrinking.
I know it can be hard when your hair is short when you first start with them. I know it can.
Try using a satin pillowcase.
It'll go by fast though.
Oh, I need to get a satin pillowcase in case I forget to put on the satin cap. Is there anything I can use to thicken up my hair and thinner hair? Oh, Jamaican black castor oil thickens up your hair a lot. If you put that on your roots or towards your edges as well, it'll thicken up your hair very quickly.
And then also my second loctician, who I went to this time to get my retightening about 2 weeks ago. About 2 weeks has been. She has a product that's good for traction alopecia, and I'm going to put that on the channel. And I have a video that's going to allow her to talk to you guys about some of her products. Shop Green Gold. Go to Shop Green Gold. And there's a particular oil that she has for traction alopecia and thinning, which is supposed to be good. I do know that it has the macadamia nut in it and argan oil in it. It's extremely light as well. It's very, very light. And she says it's good for helping to thicken the hair. I'm going to also say, because anything with rosemary or basil in it is going to help thicken the hair. But on top of that, even if you use the black castor oil Sophia's talking about, constantly massaging and stimulating your scalp is going to be the one thing that you're going to do on a regular basis.
I would recommend
that's going to stimulate circulation. So whatever you're doing, please make sure you're doing that.
I would recommend what she's saying for your scalp and what I'm saying for your edges, because Jamaican black castor oil works better on your edges because it will clog your scalp up. And you don't want clogged up scalp.
They shouldn't laugh at you. Do talk to your locks and give them positive energy. You got to love on your body. You got to love on every part of you. These are antennas. These are spiritual antennas. It's very serious. So you should love on your locks. Talk to your locks. That definitely, that's a very serious thing from an energy standpoint.
This is the mom.
Don't take it lightly. That's great advice, Ajoa.
She's the one
great
who
advice.
locked her son's hair, and it just started locking 2 years ago. She said it looks
Soft,
like my
soft,
hair.
yeah, her hair feels very soft.
I'm
I gotta
gonna get
tell you, when she was a
paranoid and
baby, though, it was
scared.
soft, but it wasn't like this. So I don't know what she's been doing.
What determines 100% if you have sister locks? I went to a training, and some of them are a lot thicker, but they're not as small.
Guys, I like that. That's kind of tricky, and since I'm not the professional, I don't like to really be
what determines
that.
sister
But what I
locks?
will say, because even in the site, and I have 2 videos coming up about that Sister Locks website, but even in my research, I have found it still obscured. Nobody has directly from them that I know, at least on their printed materials, to the public actually outline what constitutes sister locks. The way that I know, some of it is just based on the feedback I'm getting from the channel and some additional research. I've heard 400 plus, but I've also heard that there's some cases where some people are not able to get 400 plus. I'm going to say the grid is important. You got to have the grid. My loctician told me the size is important. They should not be large. That's something else that's important. I've heard the number, but again, my loctician, actually, I think both of them had a commentary about the number, because that really is an individual decision that's made by the loctician based on the condition of your hair and what you're coming to the locking process with. But definitely the grid. I think it was a couple other things I named on another video as well. And of course the tool. Believe it or not, there are people who say they've installed sister locks and they didn't use the sister locks tool. Although one of my locticians told me that over the long haul, the type of tool is really not that big a deal. They're going to look the same. Someone with micro locks, sometimes using a certain tool may look the same, or if you switch the tool somewhere in the process, say for example, you started taking over your own retightenings, that it's really not going to make that big a difference. So size is important. And from what I hear, it's going to be different sizes throughout your hair. I think I remember talking to a lady who wanted the same size throughout, and her loctician would not give her the same size throughout. Not to say that yours wouldn't, because I think that's an individual decision as well. But the ones up here are larger, which I never liked, which is why I ended up separating some of the ones up here. My hair is super thick up here, and those jokers were really fat. And I would have some really fat ones. And the ones now that I have issues with are the ones that were in the center of my head. These were the smaller ones, and these are the ones that I don't really have, sorry baby, have to deal with a lot of cotton or any problems with. But these were the smaller ones.
She said, have you tried ginger?
I use ginger oil for a lot of stuff, and I do. You can put it in your hair. It's great for inflammation. It's great for stimulating hair growth. It's great for a lot of things. I put it in my baths. I put it on some of the stuff that I do for the acne. That Sophia, with her oil that I used to use, that I used to make for the acne, I use ginger in, and just in my diffuser.
Hi, Janet.
Hand and hair syndrome now. She said she's going through
my
the
locks
hand
are
and
so
hair
thin,
syndrome.
4 months in, I can see them.
Janet, I haven't posted the video yet, but I will soon. I just am back to loading videos up in the last week. I'm definitely going to post that video. I still have it, and I have every intention of doing it. I was going to hope that I didn't have to see you until I had it up. My sister Janet of Gat House Fitness has a wonderful video where she talks about how she lost 100 pounds and has kept it off for some years, and she looks hot, guys. She looks really great. So I think that's really, 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 really wonderful.
Look at what Gigi said.
Oh, Gigi said, whatever you do, don't start sister locks with plaits. I did it, had to take off 419 out and convert to sister lock methods 3 weeks. Wow, you did the little just plaits. You did it on your own, Gigi? You did it on your own? Dandruff and itchy scalp, clove oil. I've never put much tea tree in my hair, although people swear by tea tree oil. I don't like the smell of it. I didn't want that in my hair. So I opted for clove oil. But for dandruff and for itchy scalp, lavender is going to be soothing. It's good for inflammation. Rosemary is going to be good for hair. You don't need that much of it. And for sure, you want to put a little bit of clove in, but you want to see how your hair takes to that. Clove can be an irritant, so you do have to be careful with that. You may need something a little heavier than jojoba oil. You might want to try almond oil or a little bit of avocado oil, but be careful about putting too much oil in there. And also consider, Christy, where you are in the locking process before you start, putting too much in there. You know what, Miss Mo, I heard that too about dyeing your hair, which is one of the reasons why I didn't dye it for many years, and and I wish that I had dyed it before I got my locks. I can tell you that the dyeing can cause some people's ends to unravel. Now, you guys know I take my ends out anyway because I like them to be curly on the end. So unraveling, I don't really notice that because I take them out anyway. But the dyeing can cause the ends to unravel. Not to mention, it affects the integrity of the hair. If it were me, I would tend to want to wait, only because of the way it affects the hair. It's also going to dry it out, and it's going to put a little bit of stress on your hair.
How long?
So I would definitely wait. If it were me, I would wait a little longer. And also, you want to make sure you're fully locked before you definitely decide to dye, Miss Mo. That's really important. Okay, Nadine is saying definitely a year. So your hair may be locked at a year. Mine definitely was not. Yeah, tea tree oil is definitely overwhelming. I typically don't use that. I have to be having a pretty bad acne breakout and some other stuff, fighting some serious type of stuff that we can fight, around certain times of the year when you're in your 30s, outside in the heat. I got some cotton underwear on. I may use some tea tree oil then, but I seldom don't want to put it in my hair. I can't remember a time where I use it in my hair. The thickening for me, I'm gonna say the first year, no. I was still plucked chicken for quite a while. I'm gonna say maybe year, when I think about it, 3 and 4. And now to me, it's not as thick, it's dropping more, and these are much tighter. My hair used to be more kind of bouffant than it is now. Brown eyes. So locks to thicken up. That was my experience. I guess it can vary, but Christy, locked 5 years. I'm like going up on 7.5, almost 8 actually. I think in July I might be pushing 8 years if I'm correct. Oh, so Joey, you died 3 months in, and your hair thinned out and had breakage. Ooh, your loctician almost divorced you. Now, when you died, Joey, were you using what type of products were you using? Were they developer? Did you use a developer? Did you have to lighten your hair? Like, what color were you using? Oh, I'm glad, Sanjean, that you liked the product on her loose natural hair, and it was heavy enough for her hair. That's good. She should notice a lot less tangling and more softness, and it's definitely going to give her hair health. That's one of the things when I went to my loctician this last time, she commented on just how healthy my hair is, and she says she struggles keeping her locks healthy, and her hair is beautiful, and she makes natural products. But I swear by the miracle shampoo or the hair growth thing that I use for my hair, and the length of time that I've been doing it, because guys, I've been dyeing consistently for 3 years. My hair could and should be in far worse shape than it is, and I really believe it's that hair care regimen that makes a difference. Although I'm getting ready to kind of shift and try a couple of other things over these next probably few months. I'm going to keep you all posted and let you know how it goes. Yeah, it helps with the tangling. That jojoba oil is superb for tangling. And that's another thing. Since I'm not using the oils, my hair is getting a lot more tangled. I don't like that. It's tangled a lot, and I have to constantly, throughout the day, I find myself, especially in the morning, or if I decide to pin it up or something like that, I have to do a lot of detangling. And I miss that the oil was coating my hair and helping to keep down tangling. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Guys, I think I'm embracing my gray. I'm getting a lot more gray. I'm going to love it and embrace it. And all I have to think about in order to love it and embrace it is Angela Bassett in that movie,
Black Panther.
Black Panther. And I've even gotten some happening up in here. So I'm going to go ahead and embrace that. Coconut oil has tons of benefits in general. Coconut oil is wonderful. However, coconut oil on these locks, I don't know if it could potentially be too heavy. You might want to try the fractionated oil that you can spray. It's much lighter in consistency. And then I guess it also depends on how often you're washing your hair and how much you're putting in. But I would definitely make sure that I warmed it some if I was going to use it and try it because it is so heavy. I would probably try it in a test section of my hair first, and I would definitely make sure that I melted it. But I have not put coconut oil in my hair. Oh, yeah, the little nose thingy, huh? She's talking about the nose piercing. Yeah.
What is Biggin?
I know.
I use
She's
Biggin,
trying
which
to
I've
love
used many
gray.
years to cover
I'm
on gray,
glad.
loose, natural. What is Biggin?
Yeah. That natural, that dye that they have in the beauty supply stores. You see it in the Indian stores too. It's some people who, you know how like some of the sisters who would use only henna will also use that too. And they sometimes they use that to do the henna on your hands.
Is it?
The Biggin, it's the dye. Yeah, uh-huh. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Peppermint is really good for your
Ah,
scalp.
Sabrina, peppermint is excellent for a lot of stuff and it stimulates the scalp. But for some reason, I just have never done well with peppermint anyway. Peppermint actually upsets my stomach, and I don't have one with the multitude of essential oils that I have in this house. I don't have peppermint oil. It's something in the olfactory system with me that just doesn't resonate with peppermint oil. But peppermint oil is an excellent oil, and it's good for a lot of things. So, and it is good for hair growth and hair health. So, if you like the smell of it, I would say go for it. You put it in a carrier oil. Jojoba, almond, avocado. Avocado's kind of heavy. But find the oil you want to put it in. If you like it, definitely use it because it's good. It's definitely very healthy for you. Yeah, it does have that in it that helps to turn the hair black, Janet. Uh-huh. I think it does. I know it's not I'm not sure. Biggin is uh what do you say? I don't want to know the word, but I don't want to say propagandized, but it's commercialized as all natural. I think I remember finding out that it's not totally all natural, but it's definitely a better alternative than some of the heavier chemical treatments that you can run up against. Ladies, I have loved talking with you all tonight. Getting ready to go take me a spiritual bath. Got to clean up that kitchen. I made that basmati rice, that Indian dish with some lamb, and then I made some beans, some kind of like garbanzo beans, and I got to made some coconut soup too. So I got to clean up my kitchen.
Thank you.
And settle in for the night. But I got to tell you guys, when we came on, I don't know that we thought we would have even 5 people. So this is a blessing, and I just feel the light in me honors the light in you, and I'm grateful that you guys took some of your time this evening to spend with Sophia and I. And we love y'all for it. We love y'all for it. Good night, Miss Janet.
Good night, y'all.
Good night, Miss Gigi. Good night, Miss Ajoa. Good night, Miss Sabrina and Sister Locker TV, Victoria.
Be a charmer.
Good
Gigi.
night, Jessie.
Ajoa.
Good night. Oh, you tried the peach cobbler. Girl, that crust is off the chain, isn't it? Girl, that crust, there's no crust like that, Gigi, for that. Regardless of what you do with that filling, honey, that crust is so good. You can, Gigi, don't make me think about my gluten issues thinking about that crust, but that crust for that pie, girl,
good.
it is good. Girl, it's good. Good night, Miss Mo, Brown Eyes, Naturalisha, Miss Geethers, Denise. Good night, everybody. Casey, hey, good night. Miss Tasha, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, the pie, Miss Brown Eyes 1547. There's a video on there. It says the title of it is Sister Locs and Peach Cobbler. It's the only video. If you look in the list of videos, it's the only one where I think I'm in yellow, so it kind of stands out. But there I give the recipe for that crust, which is you did, girl. You on listen. Gigi, that pie will put some pounds on that ass very quickly. What they say, a moment on the lips, a lifetime on the hips. Because it's got that Crisco in it. It's got that butter Crisco, and it's got if you use the cream versus the water and the butter. Oh, girl, it's good though, isn't it? It's good. I haven't tried it with like a chicken pot pie or anything like that. I would like to put I want to put it in some oil and fry it up. Okay, see if I can get me something like that. The McDonald's pies that we used to get that they used to fry up, where you could see the bubbles on the outside. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I wonder what that would taste like. But yeah, that crust it's really good. You got to make that crust, And if you decide to use blackberry or blueberries, anything like that, that pie, that crust, that's what does it. It's got just the right amount of sweetness in it. Yeah, girl, that butter Crisco. I hadn't used that in anything else. I don't remember even seeing it since I grew up when my mom and them and my grandmother used to fry chicken in Crisco. But that butter Crisco for that pie crust, oh my goodness. Oh, it's good. And it's thick. It's delicious. Okay, ladies, I love you all. Thank you so much.
This was fun.
I really do. And I thank y'all so much. Y'all all kind of got us a little energized this evening. Now we can go to work with a smile on our faces. Go to work in the kitchen. I'm going to make the kids do it, though, because, they live here rent-free. They need to do some work, right? What am I doing in the kitchen? And I got 2 girls, and this one been home since after school,
okay,
right?
But
Bye, Nadine. See, look, I'm not going to tell you my mouth is watering, Gigi. All I have to do is think about food, honey, and my mouth starts to water. I did get picked up a few pounds, but that's okay. The spring is here. I'm going to handle that over the next few weeks. You going to bed, Miss Mo? What time is it? Miss Mo, it's kind of early. You don't play, do you? You're getting that bed quick. Peace and blessings to you too, Miss Gigi. Everybody, love to y'all. Have a wonderful night.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Bye. We're ready to end the stream. You see that thing, Sophia? It's not even, I don't even know.
I think it's frozen.
Yeah, it froze up probably with all this stuff. Nighty-nighty, everybody. Don't let the bed bugs bite. If they bite, what you going to do? Bite them back.
I don't think it's gonna
I don't think we can end the screen because the doggone computer froze.
You can just force it to quit. Just force it to quit.
But is it gonna mess up anything else?
Oh, your whole thing is frozen.
Look at that. It's too. That's why, because my memory's filling up. My memory's filling up. Every time I turn around, I'm deleting stuff, and it just keeps filling up.
I think you have to just shut the whole computer down. Because it's not gonna.
And I have something else going on, don't I? I had another. Okay, so another window will open.
Oh, okay. So force quit that window.
Maybe I should get out of here. Let me get out of here first. You said force quit what?
Go to click. Let me show you.
See, it won't let me. I don't even think it's gonna let me force quit.
Like this. Force quit.
But which one? Oh, you force quitting the whole. Oh.